All right, so now we have two rectangles, and we need to decide how we got from the larger rectangle to the smaller one, because the larger one was the original shape. So if I have 8 as my side length, what can I multiply it by to get the smaller one? 8 times something gives me 4. Well, I'm hoping you're thinking, well, 8 divided by 2 gives me 4. What is the same as dividing by 2? I'm hoping you're thinking that it's multiplying by 1/2. 8 times 1/2 is 4. So the new shape is half the size of the original shape. So let's take a look at these two triangles. The smaller one is the original shape, and it was enlarged to get the bigger one. So let's find a pair of corresponding sides. So I'm just going to use the base of the triangle. Those two sides are 6 and 12. What is the scale factor? You should always be thinking 6, the original shape, times what gives you that same side length on the larger one. So hopefully you're saying 6 times 2 gives you 12. So the scale factor is 2. Karen measured a city park and made a scaled drawing. The scale of the drawing was 1 millimeter equals 2 meters. The actual width of the soccer field is 64 meters. How wide is the field in the drawing? So we got to take the scale, and I'm going to turn it into a proportion because that's what we like to work with. We have 1 millimeter equals 2 meters. And then on the other side, I have only one other number to fill in, which means I'm going to have an X somewhere, and that's 64 meters. So I'm going to look at the first proportion. Where was meters? It was in the denominator of the fraction, so 64 meters would go in the denominator of this fraction, and I'm looking for the numerator. So I'm hoping you are saying, I know how to solve this because we've been working on proportions for a very long time. You're going to take 64, multiply it by 1, that gives you 64, and then you'll be dividing it by 2 to get 32. So in the drawing, it would be 32 millimeters in length. Okay, so Elena made a scale drawing of a swimming pool. She used the scale 1 centimeter equals 2 meters. 1 centimeter equals 2 meters. The pool is 16 centimeters long in the drawing. So centimeters goes on the top, and we're looking for the length of the actual pool. So this time, you're cross-multiplying 2 times 16, that gives you 32, and then 32 divided by 1 would give you 32. So in real life, the actual pool would be 32 meters long. Let's try one more. All right, so as I read this one, see if you can set it up. Mia measured a shopping center that made a scale drawing. The bakery in the shopping center is 5 inches long in the drawing. The actual bakery is 45 feet long. What scale did Mia use for the drawing? All right, so this one's a little bit different than the other ones. It gives you the measurements of the drawing. So it says it was 5 inches, and then in real life it was 45 feet. So we always want to know for 1 inch how much would it equal in feet. So 45 times 1 gives me 45, and 45 divided by 5, I'm hoping you're saying is 9. So those are the types of problems that you are going to see on the quiz in Schoology.